My sister was murdered in Johannesburg, so for me, making this particular TikTok was always going to be really triggering, and I've had it in my drafts now for a couple of days. But I think it's really important for me to show up for women globally on the issue of femicide, and particularly for women in South Africa, given my own personal connections with this particular issue, which is close to my heart. Now, first of all, I want to start by extending my condolences to Olerato's family. I can't imagine what it's like to be going through what you're going through. I have some idea because of what happened to me, but everyone's grief is different. Nobody can prepare you for that day when you pick up that phone or someone knocks on that door and somebody tells you that somebody close to you has been killed in brutal circumstances like this. I will say something a bit more at some point, folks, about what happened to my sister. People keep asking me to tell the story because I did make a post about some of the background to this on my page, talking about some of my drivers for why I do what I do and why I speak up for women. I'll probably do it as a live at some point and let people know. It's just not easy to talk about. Okay, so in order for me to talk about the full story, I need to build myself up to it, but I will do it at some point, and I'll let people know, because if there's any good to come out of it, spreading awareness, getting more allies on board, I think is really important. But this post is not about my sister. It's about Olerato, paying tribute to her and raising awareness about femicide in South Africa. And just a few things I want to say about that. At the end of March 2024, just over 5,500 women were killed by men. Most of these are intimate partner killings, and we know that's a theme across the global femicide census. The other thing as well to flag about this is that the conviction rate for these femicides in South Africa is really low, something like just over 30%. And part of the reason is just, number one, is just the impunity that goes with it, the misogyny, but also the incompetence of the police. They turn up to court unprepared, dockets unopened, investigations not even completed properly, and only 3.5% of these cases have DNA collected, which was one of the issues as well with my sister. So this is a major issue in South Africa, not just in terms of the rates of femicide, but the impunity that goes with it as well. So yeah, the purpose of this post is to say I do stand with women in South Africa on this campaign against femicide, and also to dig out the men in South Africa for what's going on. There are some big content creators on here from South Africa with a big following. How are you showing up for women in South Africa?